Hi YouTubers, guess what? It's raining again and I haven't got a lot of room in the garage because I've got the garden furniture in and all sorts of stuff, and I've got my old-fashioned is it a Beacon stove if I remember, and it's a 3-burner paraffin stove or kerosene stove, and I got it on to give me some warmth. I've not got the diesel heater on today. I thought I'd use this. In fact, I use it quite a lot. It's actually quite mild today, but you do need a bit of heat in the garage just to take the chill off. And this seems to do the job. And if I want, I can put a kettle on the top and I can have a brew. But I'm not doing that today. What I'm working on is I've got one of these VNA vector network and analyzers or whatever they're called, and I've been using it on just one port, but now I've got to use it on 2 ports to do some analysing of some bits and pieces I'm making. But I noticed on a couple of videos that people are using bare wires and things like that, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to make an adapter sort of thing where it adapts the are they SMA connectors, the little ones? I forget what they're called, and to bare wires, and I can use cock clips, but I need to get an aluminium box. Well, funds are still pretty tight, but I've got some copper tube. So what I've done, I cut it down there with a hacksaw, then I cut it off that way, put it on the vise, and I smack it with a hammer until I get a flat piece of copper, and then I'm making a little copper box. Oh, can you see that? And the idea is I'm going to have 2 SMA sockets in here and some wires coming out to crocodile clips, rather than cut up and having to solder SMA connectors onto cable. So what I'm doing now, I made this part box. I'm going to solder it up. I need to put a divider down the middle because you know, if there's going to be 2 SMA connectors, it needs a division in it so that the signal doesn't transfer inside the box from one side to the other. Hope that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the divider next. Then I'm going to see if I can solder that in first, and then solder the box up as much as I can. Okay. Not the neatest of jobs, but I managed to solder the centre bit in. Got it a bit too hot, and then this is the top section there, and that goes on there, and that gives a divider down there. Might work, might not. Looks a bit of a bodge, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, here's a little copper box soldered up. I've got to clean it out. Yeah, it's got the partition in there, then we can see it down the bottom. It's mucky in there. I should clean it all up. And I just got to wait for the connectors to arrive. But I can do some more work to it. I've got to put like some feed through bits and pieces through it, and feed through lead throughs, I think they're called, and I'll do that probably next if I can. Okay, this is father hot. These are the lead through or feed throughs. You could see it there, it's focus, and what you do, you push them in the holes. I don't know where you can buy these anymore. These are my last 2. I'll just show you that one. You push it in the hole like that, and then you force it in with a pair of pliers, and the metal bit comes through the other side, and it's like you can solder a solder connection that goes through the metal. I'm not going to insert them because they're a bit of a devil to get out. So this will be all enclosed. So this side's going to have these feed throughs, and this side, when I drill it, it's going to be for the SMA sockets, the female sockets. There'll be a socket there and one there, and that one will go to that feed through. And doing a little bit more to this adapter box for my VNA vector network analyzer. I'm making this little adapter box. Just started making the ends for it. You can see there's 4 solder blobs there, and this is how it's going to be fitted. Cut a little slot in the corners there, and 4 wires on here, so this will go into the hole like that, and then the wires bend into the corners, and I shall solder the corners. If you get too much heat on this sort of project, it'll melt the sides, unsolder the sides, so I'm only going to solder the corners when the connectors arrive, and then it will be run a small bead of adhesive around the corner, or the gaps, the little gaps there is. And I'll see how I get on with the soldering. I might be able to tag it, but this is to make sure that the ends are electrically connected to the main case by these 4 little wires. So it's coming on, but slow but sure, and it's going to save me about £5 or £6 to buy an aluminium case, plus waiting for the postage to arrive from China. So hopefully this will all work when it's finished.